Good morning, boys and girls. Today I'm really excited for this creative math kind of but art project that we're going to do. In your packet there's there's at least one sheet of blank piece of paper. You're going to need that to do the project on, and then I already cut my shapes out, but you have a page with a star, a triangle, a square, a circle, and a heart. And I still don't have my document camera working. I've tried everything that I can think of. So what I'm going to try to do now is get something that I can put over my keys and write on. So that way I can fold my laptop down so that way you can see what I'm doing. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I guess it works a little bit better if it's in front of my keys. The camera doesn't go completely to my keys. So I'm going to put my paper down, and then I'm going to pick a shape and I'm going to trace it. Ideally, these shapes would be on harder or thicker pieces of paper, so that way they don't bend as easily and we would be able to trace them a little bit easier. But we don't have regular shapes in the die cut machine, and I didn't have enough hard paper to give everyone a template, but that's okay. We're able to do it with the paper too. If you're watching how I'm doing this star, I'm going from the thicker part to the thinner part, so that way it doesn't fold quite this as easily. And I was holding it with my fingers too. So you see I have the star that I traced, and that was like a combination of both draw and trace. There's some rough lines, and that's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to layer my shapes. So I'm going to trace my heart next, but I'm going to put it over the star. Over the star. Okay? We're going to work on layering our shapes and tracing them over each other. Wowzers. We can straighten up our lines after we're done tracing, okay? The one thing that I do want to show you though, let me see, can you see this? So where my star and where my heart overlap, the one that I want to be on top, I'm going to erase the lines of the other one. So for this one, I think I want my heart to be on top. So I'm going to erase the line of the star that is inside the heart. So that way you can't see it because the heart is on top of the star. Okay? Let's look at another one. Let's do a square. I'll do a square here. Okay. And then I'll show you, I am doing a horrible job at drawing a straight line. That's okay though. Okay, so now I want my square to be on top of my heart. Can you see? Let me fold you up for a second so I can show you. Put this behind there. Can you see? Focus. Okay, so I drew my star, and then I drew my heart, or traced them, I didn't draw them. My star's point was inside of my heart, but I want it to look like my heart is laying on top of my star, so I erased the point that was inside the heart. So then I drew my square over my heart, and I want it to look like the square is laying on top of the heart. So this part of the heart right here, I'm going to erase. I'm going to erase it. Okay, so you're going to pick what shape you want to be on the top, and then you're going to erase the other shape that's inside. If I wanted my star to be on top of my heart, I still see the lines that I erased, so I'm just drawing them back. If I wanted my star to be, hold on, I forgot to erase the heart part. Well, okay. So see my heart part and then my star part. I want my star to be on top. So I'm going to erase my heart line that is just inside the star. So now my star is on top, my square is on top, and my heart is in the back. Okay, you're going to continue doing this with the whole page and with the rest of the shapes, but then I want to show you one way that you might add color. I think that this looks particularly awesome with markers. So I'm going to outline my shapes. I'm going to do it this way. Do I want to do it this way? Sure. I'm going to outline my shape with my marker. I'll show you what it looks like in just a second. You want to see me? Can you see? Okay. So I just did the bottom of the heart. Now, I don't want to draw these parts of the heart that I erased. I'm only going to draw from the square to the star. Because remember, my heart is underneath these two shapes. So I want those two shapes' lines to be seen. So now I'm going to do my star. My pink is not a very dark pink, so I'm going to go over it twice. And then, if you can still see your pencil lines, and you don't like that you can see your pencil lines, you can actually go through and erase your pencil line from underneath the marker. If you'd like, you can go through and you can color your shape in with colored pencils. I really like the way that marker outlined and colored pencils inside looks. But if you like crayons and you want to use crayons, you can do that. If you want to color your shapes in with marker, you can do that. If you want to leave them just outlined, you can do that too. This is your paper, and you get to show your creativity. I'm going to add more to this, and I'll show you what my finished product looks like, but I want to show you how to get started. So this is what it looks like so far. Let me move over here so I can see. So the heart is in the back. The star is on top because we can see this point right here. And then the square is also on top because we see the point of the square. And then I'm going to keep adding layers of the different shapes on top and erase different lines to make shapes be on top or underneath. And we will outline them and color them, and I can't wait to see your creation. I know that they're going to be amazing. I hope that you have fun too.